Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or you could call it the 7 Deadly Sins, on chapter 308. This chapter just got translated very late, so there's a reason why this came out late, and I had some other things to do besides doing recaps of anime and manga. I'm pretty sure you guys know that. So if anything else, let's just get this recap started. We have to it that the chapter starts off with some series of natural disasters, like opened up quakes, craters, and then there's tornadoes, winds and rain, and tidal waves happening. Elaine ends up having to sleep next to Bond and ask him a couple questions. They end up fooling around with each other, but we see to it that Elaine gets serious and asks about Meliodas. Like, will Meliodas really no longer be part of this world? And Bond explains, like, yeah, the captain became the Demon King on his own free will to save the princess. That power is way too massive, and in order to preserve balance in the world is trying to reject him and telling him to get out. The reason why there are these natural disasters that's happening at the beginning of this chapter is because the world is telling Meliodas, you are way too strong. You are just making things out of balance. You need to get the hell out of here, pretty much. And Elaine's like, but is there anything we can do about it? But Bond says, I'm not going to do anything about it because whatever he's doing and whatever he's really sincere about, I won't stop him. I mean, I want to at least respect his decision as he intended to do so. Of course, this upsets Elaine in a certain way, and Bond's like, why are you crying? And Elaine's like, I mean, think about it. Elizabeth will have to part away from Meliodas, right? I mean, is it right to keep it from everyone else? And we see to it that Bond's like, he has no intention of telling anyone. Eventually, the next day comes about, and we see to it that the boar's hat is on its way to go grab some ingredients. Everyone seems to be happy with the exception of Elaine. She seems rather, how am I supposed to say it? Depressed, or should I say, like, out of spirit, if anything, because of what Bond told, Elaine. Of course, King himself ends up saying, make sure you properly escort Elaine, okay? And Bond's like, who the hell are you? And King's like, you damn well know, you liar. And we see to it that they go to a place where the kid and Gil Thunder is actually making some progress of fixing up the village, and they end up grabbing some ale over there. And we see to it that the kid ends up having to tease Meliodas, going like, hey, aren't you guys being a nice couple? When's your wedding? And Meliodas is like, hey, I'm pretty sure it will be right before you get married, you know? Everyone's like, huh? Are you serious? Even Bond and Elaine does not say anything, and you know Meliodas' face says otherwise. They end up going to get tableware and some other stuff, go grab some ingredients. Of course, King does all the handiwork because of his strength. Well, of course, Hawk and Escanor are doing the best they can, but they end up being chased down, and it looks like to me Escanor does not have his sunshine ability no more. I mean, if he had it with him still, he'd be able to defeat a monster no problem. But who knows? Unless there's another spell coming about. We see to it that King is trying to practice his way of like trying to propose to Deanne, and it's really funny. And Bond and the others end up taking a leak together. And of course, Meliodas is like, okay, I feel refreshed. How about we head back to the inn? Everyone seems to be very quiet about this after Meliodas tries to be cheerful. And we see to it that, like, Escanor does ask a question to Meliodas. It's like saying, will all of us be able to stay together as the 7 deadly sins, right? Even Hawk is like trying to wonder, what are you talking about? And we even see to it that Bond tells Meliodas, yo, Captain, these guys aren't dense as you think. You think they are. There's no way in heck they would know what you're trying to pull out here, you know? And everyone is beginning to realize it, and it's really hard not to and they're doing the best to think nothing is happening. Merlin seems to be okay, along with Elizabeth and Deanne and Elaine having some tea party, wondering if everything seems alright. However, things kind of gotten a little bit more emotional because Deanne was thinking in her mind, hey, the captain won't leave us, right? I mean, he's not gonna leave, right, or something. Of course, this is really hitting her hard because I think Deanne and everyone else is realizing that Meliodas is not gonna be around for too long, and Merlin therefore tells Elizabeth, "Hey, Elizabeth, there's something I need to tell you about the captain." And Elizabeth says, "I know already. Meliodas is going to disappear from this world, but that's okay." And even Elaine, Deanne, and Merlin's like, "Whoa, are you serious?" And the chapter ends off there. So nothing much really happened in this chapter of epilogue 2, I believe, and next chapter is epilogue 3, I think. We see to it that Meliodas is doing his dang hardest to not reveal that he's going to disappear from this world, but Bond already realized it, not to mention everyone else is. Even though they're grabbing some tableware, grabbing some ingredients, opening the boar's hat to their fullest extent, it's not looking so well for everyone because they are not dense as they think they are. And of course, Elizabeth accepts the fact that Meliodas is going to disappear from this world. And I'm thinking in my mind, dude, just don't. So there is no Zeldris yet. I freaking swear the living life out of me that I'm breathing the air and oxygen. If I don't see Zeldris in the next couple of chapters and the chapter ends up with some tragic ending or something, I'm gonna flip badly. So until then, I will see you guys on the next video. I'm out for Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!